and sisters, the time has come for each and every one of you to decide whether you are going to be the problem or whether you are going to be the solution. That's right. You must choose, brothers, you must choose. It takes 5 seconds. 5 seconds of decision. 5 seconds to realize your purpose here on the planet. It takes 5 seconds to realize that it's time to move. It's time to get down with it. Brothers, it's time to testify, and I want to know, are you ready to testify? Are you ready?
See ya. Paladin, poetic people's champion, channeling Black Panthers on civil rights panels. Tell her bring the cameras in. Camouflage spokesman handling hardline establishment, tampering with the status quo. I'll tell you who's demanding it. Mr. Mercenary, melanin and force endorphin. Morphin' mighty Colonel Friday in vain.
In Essex Street Academy, we had a discussion about the Lower East Side and like what's the problems and what's the goods about it. And the only real way that we could find that out is gonna ask people in the Lower East Side. So that's what we did. And who else better to ask than your local barber?
Alright, my name is Chris. This is Daniel. And
My name is Daniel.
Chris. Nice to meet you. Alright, so I wanted to ask you a question. How do you feel about living in the LES? Have you been here for all your life?
I grew up out here. How I feel? I mean, it's home.
Being a native, would you mind like keeping your kids here, whatever? Would you still, or is it like
I mean, being that it came up so much, it's evolved to a place where you can raise your kids. You know, and even the schools are different. You guys are in Seward. Seward was a school that was crazy. It was like East Side High on TV, but now it's an academy. Got different schools. It's cool.
What do you think is the biggest problem now in the Lower East Side?
gentrification?
Yeah, gentrification is a problem at the same time it's not. You know, back then, if you hung out on the corners like that, it would, you know, the cops would harass you. So it took a little getting used to, but it changed things for the better. But I wouldn't consider gentrification a complete problem, but it did change the Lower East Side a lot. Before you wasn't paying for a 1-bedroom apartment more than like $200-300. Now you're paying $2,000-3,000. So living here has become way more expensive. So if you haven't been here for 20 plus years, to come in, you gotta have money.
What's your favorite part of the LES? Like from around here, what do you love? Yeah.
I would say here, the barbershop. This is where everything goes down. If there's something you need to know, you come to the barbershop. It's here. It's like going to a bar, but you don't have to be 21.
What does the Lower East Side mean to you?
Well, for me, the Lower East Side means a community. I was born and raised here in the Lower East Side, and my parents still live here. So for me, you know, growing up here has been a wonderful experience. Well, I remember growing up, there was a lot of great things. I mean, there's still a lot of great things here. The bodegas, I knew the guys that owned the bodegas. They were like a family to us. I mean, if you see, there's been a lot of changes in the neighborhood. So there's not a lot of, there's a few still around, but these were not the people that were there before. Right now, what you see is either, there's different things, like restaurants or different, you know, bars and things like that. But they're not there anymore, the same guys.
To really understand the Lower East Siders' opinions on the change in the Lower East Side, we asked them ourselves. Excuse me, man, can I talk to you real quick? Robin? Excuse me, sir, may I have a few seconds to talk to you?
Yeah, what two?
Excuse me, ma'am, can I talk to you real quick?
Yo, I woke up in the morning one day, sun was shining bright. Click on Mr. May, they say he's warming up the mics. He found some drums that he liked, so we chopped him and he flipped him. Left my face the baddest place.
Alright, have a nice day. Alright, have a nice day. Excuse me, can I didn't even acknowledge you. Please, sir, can I please talk to you real quick? Yes, no.
All the changes are concerned, like we used to have a lot of drugs in the neighborhood. Now it like seems like everything has you know, died down. It's like, and it's better. It's much better community. You know, you're able to walk around safely in the streets in daytime or nighttime.
How do you feel about gentrification?
Well, you know, I hate the yuppie scum, but I don't particularly like the poor people, and I don't particularly like the rich people. So it's what happens.
They check in everything. First, we get chased out of Harlem over here. Then we get chased down back to Harlem. They come over here, take this building, they fix it, they sell it, they want, what, $20,000 in rent? That's for what? Where we gonna go then? No matter where we go, they're gonna push us out.
What's this building here stand for?
This is the dormitory for NYU students. It should be opening up by not this semester, the next semester, which is supposed to be for January.
Things were simpler back in the day. Well, me, I'm older. I'm 44, and when I was growing up, it was really drug infested. Really drug infested. As the years passed by, in '96 it was really bad, and then now it's, you know, I'm not saying that there's none, but it's controlled more than it was in '96. You know, I mean, you have the young kids still doing what they do, you know, but I think it's getting better.
There's people struggling, and I think there's more emphasis on trying to help people who are already like economically okay, and not helping people who, you know, have trouble and need the help. And you just run them away, you know, you're not really helping the problem, you're kind of just making it worse.
How you doing? My name is Drew. What's your name?
What's up, C Murder, man?
How you doing? Nice to meet you. So I got a couple of questions about the Lower East Side. How long you been living here?
I've been living here 32 years, man. What I love the most about the Lower East Side is the people who live here, man. We all gully. We love it. We love it here.
So if you could change one or two things in Lower East Side, what would it be?
I'll change all these cameras. I'll change all the cameras, the surveillance. We shouldn't have to live like we living in prison. You see what it says up there? Welcome to our hood, Lower East Side. These are all the projects right here that made names, stomped the yards and grounds for the Lower East Side. That guy right there, Chico, he's been doing all the artwork for the Avenue for the past 30 years. All the artwork. So every mural, any graffiti, any grocery signs, stores, whatever you see that's graffiti-like or painted, it was because of that man.
You guys feel like the Lower East Side is in your heart right now? And will always be in your heart, even if it changes in the future?
Oh yes, the Lower East Side, I mean, this is my life right here. I raised my kids here. I was raised here. My granddaughters, generations after generations.
And do you feel like the Lower East Side is in your heart?
Yeah, I take that with me. Because Savannah, Georgia, like when I go back to college, it's not as much diversity, so it's nice to come back here.
Would you consider the LES to be a part of your heart?
Yes, I will always consider myself a Lower East Side girl.
And if you could describe the Lower East Side in one word, what would it be?
Home.
So you said you was a dancer, right? You used to dance back in the days?
Yeah, I used to dance, man.
Can we get a couple of
I'll
moves?
show you a little something, man. Back up a little, man. Let me show you, man. This is how I used to do it back in the day, you know what I'm saying? Like this, right? Rock it this way, rock it that way, rock it this. They use whoopee. I knew you were gonna do that. Woo! And that's how it is. They call me the king, suicide.
All right, you know what?
It was nice talking with you guys.
It was a pleasure. I appreciate it.
Lower East Side, the cultures collide. Music, art, and life will all arise. It will never fade away, no matter what you say, because the zip code will always stay.